We here at the spot, outside. It's Tuesday, so I got classes and work. I don't got a whole lot of time, but with what I do got, I knew I had to get out here. So, excuse this trash, man. It's a little messy out here. I don't know who be leaving all this litter, but one day I'm pretty sure I'm gonna just come out here and clean it myself. But this right here is really the place to be. Last time there were some folks over here, so this wasn't where I was propped up. Once I found this place, I'm like, man, I gotta come here at least once a week. But this is the view. Check it out. Check it out. I don't know where we're gonna set up the phones today because the rocks are a little different. But I'm gonna hang out for like, I don't know, 15, 20 minutes. I'm gonna eat some fruit again, and I'm probably gonna swim a little bit. Let me see. Yeah, I think I'm gonna definitely swim. I brought my cap today, and I got my swim shoes because it is a little rocky. Check it out. I gotta sit a little close because I don't got a mic, and gotta make sure y'all can hear me. You know, do I have something on my face? Maybe a little bit. But you know what? I think this will work. Bring it down just a little bit. Hopefully my lips ain't too chapped. But yeah, I got a couple oranges. Let's see. It's like 12:40, so I got a little bit of time. Now, to be honest, I like kind of just flowing with this. So kind of like before, I can't quite say I had like anything in mind to speak about or talk on coming out here. However, I did like make a little list of some potential topic ideas. I got my fruit right here. So I don't know, I'm gonna look at the list, see what I'm feeling today, but for the most part, I'm really just chilling. Just chilling again, talking. Let's see. One thing, you know what, I would like to talk about is my stories. The books that I'm writing. On my Instagram, I post about it all the time. I found this really cool app called Wonder, where you can make AI photos. And so for like the past, I don't even know, maybe close to 6 months, I've been making tons of art. The quality has gotten better with the app because the app is like constantly improving. I've gotten better at like phrasing things. I'm also still developing the story, so I'm coming up with like more scenes and such, more characters, you know. So it's come way further than I ever really could have even imagined. Like I said before, I love writing. I'm writing a novel. I actually tried to write a novel when I was in elementary. It didn't end up being that long, but the fact that like I just did it cause it's so funny to me. I remember the name and everything. It was called Squad Number 4. It was based on like Halo a little bit because I loved Halo back then. This had to have been like 3rd grade. I was writing Squad Number 4, and I also wrote a comic called Electro, which was based on Dragon Ball Z because I'm a big Dragon Ball fan. Those two things ran my childhood for sure. And so it's just so funny like thinking back on those projects. You know, I had gotten heavily into sports, and I don't know, I lost my way with writing, which I don't know if I could say I have a great reason for. I was really sucked into football. And so after I started playing football, I came back around to writing. The first story I started writing was The Sky Beyond. The Sky Beyond is supposed to be more, I don't want to say more serious, but more realistic. It's about a boy from a group home who ends up aging out. And it's something I ended up learning about. But when, you know, kids age out of group homes, they're either kicked out, well, they're kicked out for sure. and they either go to be with their family that they were removed from, or well, they simply are homeless. And a lot of kids end up being homeless in that process. And so when I learned about that, I'm like, bro, you know what I mean? Like, none of us have chosen our fate. So that I could have very easily been one of them kids, you know? And what would I do in a situation like that? I got no clue. You know, I'm very fortunate to have a loving family and a place to go, but a lot of them don't, you know? So I learned a little bit about that process, and I actually ended up working at group home for a little bit to see it firsthand. And it's tough, you know? So I hope that The Sky Beyond can open people's, I guess, minds to that. A lot of people simply don't know about it, and they don't really get too much help. We're talking a lot of kids, we're talking thousands. Across the nation, you know? But, so that's the first story, The Sky Beyond. The helicopter loud, I'm gonna pause a second, eat this orange. Orange going crazy. But, yeah, so that's The Sky Beyond. That book, actually, a lot of the characters, I based them on a lot of anime characters that inspire me. Main character's name is Mika. I got that name from a boy named Mika, or Michaela, from Seraph of the M, which is an anime about like vampires and stuff. It's pretty crazy, but he's one of my favorite characters of all time, man. Truly went through some hardship, and that story really sat with me. So Mika's one. His first mentor, his name is Mr. Midori, named off of Midoriya from My Hero. I love Midoriya so much. Julius is another character from Black Clover who has inspiration. And there's a few others. There's even people from my own life, my real you know, history that I've implemented too. So one orange down. Two more. But essentially how the story's gonna go is you know, Mika's gonna age out and he won't have a place to go, resulting in him being homeless, and he'll end up meeting 3 mentors along the way in his journey to help guide him through life, and each of them being of the 3 socioeconomic classes. So basically, one person being poor, one person being middle class, and another person being rich upper class. So everybody has their own unique story and impact on Mika. You know, Mika is gonna do some amazing things. It's kind of loosely based on things I've encountered too. I think I kind of mentioned that, but like, so I don't want to spoil or nothing, but we got the lizards running around here. But Mika's gonna be a bit of a writer too, and that's how he'll kind of make an impact on a lot of people. So I love that story so much. I actually did write it all the way through a while back, but it was really a rough draft per se, and I've changed a lot since then. It was like 120 pages in a notebook. So I don't think the story needs to be, you know, super long, but I'm planning for there to be a second one too, where Mika's gonna, you know, take in a kid from a similar situation and stuff. But for the rest, you know, I'll leave it up to time as I disclose more. But as for the other story, I'm actually writing another second. It's called Owl's Omen. Owl's Omen was another title I had an idea for The Sky Beyond. But I'm such a sucker for like fantasy and action and stuff that I'm like, man, I would love to write something that, you know, hits kind of like that. And for a lot of modern media, you know, there's some great stories out there, but there aren't too many revolving around, like, I guess people with my complexion and such, or my family's who, you know what I mean? It's like that, where it has an anime Marvel type feel. You know, it's kind of crazy and bombastic, and action oriented, but also, you know, I want it to be very philosophical, and you can learn things about life in that one too. So what Owl's Omen is about is set in the past, ancient Earth, so super far back, farther than quote unquote, you know, humans ever thought imaginable. It's about a boy from a kingdom, and to tell it kind of loosely, he ends up getting kicked out for treason, and his loved one is this girl who ends up getting in prison as a result. And so after he gets exiled, he has to find a way back to the kingdom in order to save him. And so what I love so much about this story, though, is that it's gonna have like a lot of mythical creatures and things like that, which I love so much. So we're talking mermaids, sirens, dragons, phoenixes, T-Rexes, saber-toothed tigers, trolls, whatever you can think of, you know, because I always thought, like, there's so many good movies and things that have maybe just one of those creatures or a few, but in something like Game of Thrones, you know, in a place where you can have dragons, you know, there could be the potential for so much more. Game of Thrones, House of Dragon also a big influence. I love those. So, but yeah, I want to introduce a lot of stuff, and you know, it's not really gonna be superpowers or anything like that. It's gonna be pretty much normal, peak human ability. I want it to be more relatable in that sense. Where they're dealing with all these things, and yeah, it's gonna be crazy, that's for sure. So I've been writing that for a while. I'm thinking of doing that one first before The Sky Beyond. That one's also gonna be more than one book. Planning for 4 actually. The reason I plan for 4 is I kind of mentioned it on my Instagram, but the overall story is more than just, you know, the boy going back to the kingdom. Ultimately, it revolves around folks from his bloodline. It revolves around folks from his bloodline trying to get rid of slavery or prisoners and that way of life. You know, I don't want to use the term slaves heavily because it's a sensitive word, you know what I mean? So I just go with prisoners and stuff. But trying to make a way for, you know, a new way of living. So as of right now, those are my stories, man. It's about 12:55, so I honestly don't have that much time. If I'm gonna swim, the time is probably now, because I got like 15 minutes. So I'm gonna wash my hands. I'm gonna get in this water. Whew. I gotta wear these shoes. because these rocks, they be hurting. I won't lie. Look, it's like legit 3 days after I got my hair done, so I'm taking a risk here. I won't lie. But I want to swim. It's a great day. I got the time. Ooh, I feel like a swimmer. Michael Phelps in the building. What? Alright. Here we go. when I tell you this cap was all up in my face, I hope my hair didn't get wet. But, you know, it's all good. The camera might be a little closer because I couldn't even figure out how I had it set up last time. So, you know, it's all good. Oh, I hear voices. Somebody else out here. But, yeah, just to talk about one more thing, you know what I mean, before we wrap up this video. When it comes to the writing too, like, I just want to say, man, you know, whatever it is that you really gravitate towards, follow that. You know, this is really your life and your path, your journey. And you deserve to enjoy it. Yeah, there's some folks out here. But, you know, this is a nice little spot, especially for the crew, for the fam, so. But nah, yeah, what I was getting at was like, whatever it is that you love, or you gravitate towards, stick with it. You deserve to enjoy your life, you know what I mean? Just don't let go of it. Now we got helicopters. You deserve to enjoy what you love to do and do it to the best of your ability. Even if there's other things you got handled for the moment, make sure you don't let go of it. Because to be honest, when I'm writing this stuff, like, these stories really do make me feel so alive. Like, I can have things going on in my life, and when I think about these stories and whatnot, and these characters, like, the other stuff just go out the window. So, but it's different for everybody. For me, it's writing. For you, it could be singing, painting. It could be something relating to the evolution of the humans. You know, science, like something educationally. Whatever it is, though, I just recommend that. If you find something to help ease your mind and make the days really worth it, that's what matters, you know? Hopefully it can make an impact on others in a good way. You know, and you continue to maintain the relationships that you need to positively. Because that's all it really comes down to, you know what I mean? All I want to do is live purposefully, and prosper, not just financially, but like relationships and all the aspects that truly make life enjoyable, you know? As much as I love motorcycles, I was having a motorcycle and all my other relationships in my life were crumbling and things weren't together, and then I wouldn't even care about the motorcycle, you know? There's too many pieces to the puzzle. So take things a day at a time and y'all keep going. I'm finna get in this water. One last time. Let's see what time it is. 1:07. Got like 5 minutes, that's perfect. Here we go. I think I got my hair wet. Yeah, I totally did a little bit. Worth it though, worth it. Well, time to go inside and get on the job. Here we go. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Deuces.